I'm going to do a PubMed search on whether ARBs decrease mortality when compared to ACE inhibitors in the treatment of heart failure. I'll start out here in Google and type PubMed into the search box and hit enter. That will take me to the home page for PubMed. What you'll see up at the top is a search box. You can do your search there, but I prefer to be more specific so I can limit the number of articles that I have to look at when I get my results. So I click on the drop-down box, and I'm going to pick MESH. MESH are the medical subject headings. These are the terms that are used to index the articles when they're put into the system, which makes it more specific when you're doing a search. I come over to the search box, and the first thing I'm going to look for is ARBs. Now that did not return anything in the drop-down boxes that looked like something I wanted to review. Use angiotensin receptor blockers. You can see as I type, it gives me terms that have been cross-referenced in prior searches to the MESH terms. I'm going to pick angiotensin receptor blockers, highlighted in the light blue. What it returns is 4 results that I could use as MESH terms in my search. The one that looks best is the one on top, angiotensin receptor antagonist. I'm going to click on that one because it's going to tell me more about it. One of the key things is down at the bottom, I can see how it's categorized, and I can see that angiotensin 2 type 1 and type 2 receptor blockers are both grouped underneath angiotensin receptor antagonist. So that is the term that I want to use. I come over here and I add it to the search builder. Next thing I want to do is look for the ACE inhibitors. There's a term that comes up that looks to be a good term. I click on ACE inhibitors, and at the very top I see angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors. That looks like a good MESH term. I'm going to click on the box, come over here, add it to my search builder, and come back, and now I'm going to look for mortality. See mortality down here. I click on mortality. I put 15 potential MESH terms, including some subheadings. Subheadings would group up a variety of mortality MESH headings underneath it. So I'm going to use the mortality subheading and add that to my search builder, again by clicking right there. Finally, I'm really only interested in heart failure. I start typing in heart failure, see a potential term, I click on heart failure. There's 3 potential results. I don't want to be as specific as using diastolic or systolic, so I'm going to pick heart failure, add that to my search builder. And now right here, I'm going to click search on PubMed. What you'll see right here is I have 214 articles. I don't want to have to review 214. I want to be as specific as possible and find the few most specific articles on the topic of interest. So the first thing I do is you have a bunch of filters over here. The first section is article types. You can customize what this shows, and you can see the different types of article types. I've highlighted randomized controlled trial because that's what I'm most interested in. So I've clicked on show. Here I check on randomized controlled trial. What happened was I went from 214 to 38 articles. Much better, but I can still do more. The next filter is, does the return results give you an abstract for the article? Does it give you a link to free full text, or does it give you a link to the full text article? I normally don't click anything here. If I knew I didn't want to pay for an article, I might click on the free full text. Now let's say that you've already been quite familiar with prior articles on this subject and you're just attempting to update yourself. Here you can create a custom range of dates, or normally I just click on 5 years to give me the last 5 years of results. I'm now down from 24 down to 19 articles. I only want to look at humans. I don't want to look at animal trials. I don't speak a lot of different languages. I normally limit to English. I click there. So I'm down to 19 articles. Now let's take a look at those. Just by the headings themselves, I can tell that we've done a very good search. But another way to take a look at your search returns is take a look at a very good one. For example, this first one, and click right here on similar articles. Their search gives 27. A few more. And what it's doing is it's bringing in a few more articles. For example, this one here related to diabetes. You might want to just stick with this one set of results, or you could go back to your original set of results. Also look here. This one link right here will take you to the actual free article itself. Some more free articles. But one of the really nice things about PubMed is if this is an area that you want to keep up to date with, you can create yourself an alert. Right up here at the top, click on Create Alert. Come up here and name your search, ARBs and ACEs, mortality, heart failure. Here's your search terms. It asks, would you like to receive email updates of new search results? The answer is, if you want an alert, yes. You can tell it where to send it, how often, weekly, daily, monthly. I don't want to see it that often. What day? Report format. You can just get the summary, or you can have the summary plus the abstract itself. And how many articles do you want to look at one time? I usually up that. You're not going to get that many each time. So 50 is not unreasonable to do. And then you can add a message to yourself here. You click on Save. You are now going to be updated every month on the search in case anything new comes up. But that is how you do a very quick, specific, and effective search using PubMed. Hope that helps.